Very big welcome to you, my dear Aquarius. So, when I look at what I pulled up, I have to let you know that never in all of my 5 years doing these readings, and I don't do these readings to capture your attention. I do it because I want to do it. And as you can see, I don't have many followers. I'm not telling you to follow me because the more followers you have is the more you are gonna likely to make money of here in the YouTube community, right? And for me, I don't do it for that. And so I don't say please like, subscribe, and comment on my videos. And I really do these readings because I feel there is a calling, and I just do it because I want to share it with a community. I cannot do a reading just for myself. It just doesn't work. And so this medium is perfect. And of course, you are Aquarius, right? The star. And in the star is this new community, this new technology that we are including, the vision, right? You are, as Aquarius, the visionary aspect of when we look at your constellation. And you are the 11th house of community and technology is now coming more and more into our lives. And you are connected with Uranus, and Uranus is here the new beginning, is the new consciousness that is coming, and that's the change. And in that change we go deep down into the rabbit hole as a fool, right, as that foolish idea. And so when I pulled the cards, I've never seen anything like this. So I just want to let you know that I'm really excited to do this reading, right? But before that, I just want you to know the sun is in Libra and is bringing you the message of be in your equilibrium. Understand that now a shift, a big shift is happening, and that the sun is your beingness, is what you showing to the world that you can be, right? And in such you can learn to actually come into this equilibrium. And the sun in your deck is looking like this. Now the sun is giving the light to the moon, and the moon is here your subconscious, is your feelings, and of course the moon is in your sign, and we're going to the left, and to the left means we're going introverted soul path back to your new moon. And so the moon in your sign is bringing up what is there that you have forgotten, how to be like a star, how to be like Apollo, sun god Apollo, because the sun is a dwarf star. And looking over to Libra, looking over into the equilibrium that Libra sun is now bringing to you. And the moon looks like this. So there are still things that we want to discover, that we want to look deep down at, right? And so we follow the 11th major arcana and then the 17th major arcana to the left. Now you see that Apollo is looking over to Libra, and when we look at the card, we see it from an outer perspective that he is looking at Libra. But when I become the card, I see he is looking to the left. He is looking introverted, right, into what he knows. He is taking that step from the outer perspective to Libra, but then when he has understood Libra, he is actually then arriving at an inner perspective. And that's what the card is telling you here. The yoga position for Libra, Malasana, we're standing on the balls of our feet, and we start feeling deep within our heart the equilibrium, the sword pointing at the third eye, and we know deep within us we find harmony, we find balance. For you, I gave you Santolan Asana, the side plank, that stretching up with one foot and one hand and the other foot and the other hand on earth and on water. And so you can recognize here that you as a star, as an 8-pointed star, have come down here into this duality world, black and white world, and find the equilibrium deep within you. So this just to Sun and Moon. And of course, as a court card, you are the King of Swords, and in this deck you have a feminine and a masculine king, and it fits perfectly this new evolution that we are in the midst of the woke generation that is wanting to be specific with who they are. And so just understand that you can pick the feminine or the masculine king. Is your birthday between January 9th and February 7th, then is this your court card. Then you are the classical Aquarius personality. If your birthday is before or after, then you are a mix. You may want to look into the reading before or after just for the court card, right? But here you have as a soul aspect here Aquarius the star, and as a physical aspect the King of Swords, and it can be masculine or feminine in the deck that I picked for you. All the decks that I'm using are listed down below. Also the dates are listed down below, so you can have a look if you are maybe the Queen of Pentacles or after here the Knight of Cups, right? So just have a look down below in my description. There I have listed everything about the cards that I'm using, and so just that you understand how I work. Back to the last reading where we had Virgo Sun giving Aquarius Moon the light. Inspire yourself so you can be an inspiration for Generation Alpha. And that has a very specific meaning, just that you see we have here the Queen of Pentacles and Pluto, and you see Pluto is going in the next reading into your sign. It's gonna be in your house for 20 years, and Pluto is the one that brings the mystery, brings also a dark side so that you can overcome. And here we see that the 11th house is the community, is the technology. So there are new communities that are forming that are wanting to be addressed as a female or a male king, right? And this might look to the old generation as an abnormal situation, but it's normal what's coming here, because Aquarius is the visionary, and in that vision that he has, he allows everybody to be who they want to become, and this is gonna happen in the next 20 years. And so you had here already the strong message that the next 20 years is creating Generation Alpha, right? These are the children that are born with Pluto in Aquarius, and they are gonna bring the new technology, the new communities, and it's gonna get more and more into smaller communities. The big communities is finished, right? We don't want to be in a mass community anymore, and as such the message is very strong. Now of course I look at the picture here and see if there is a reoccurring card, and there is, right? And so I know that I have here a message that is coming back a second time, but it's only one, And as such, we can now begin the reading. I just thought there was a second one, but it is not. Okay, so we can begin the reading, and it begins right away, right, with the Fool. The Fool is bringing you the card that is reoccurring. Back then, you already had the Fool bringing you the Queen of Pentacles, and that's Capricorn. Now, guess what? Pluto is in Capricorn. Pluto is right now with the Queen. She is dealing with Pluto since 15 years. And the 15 for her major arcana is the Devil, is actually understanding that the attachments to the money, to the physicalness, has brought us quite some intense years. And so here she comes again, and I just want you to see again that she has come up already in the last reading, letting you know that you are getting a second time here the Queen of Pentacles, letting you know that she is the 10th zodiac sign, plus the 0, you get 100, right? From 0 to 100. You going down the rabbit hole, right? In a month, the Sun is in Scorpio, and Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, and Pluto is entering your house for good for 20 years. And so the message is beginning very strong, and you can see that this is really intense, right? Because it's the second time that you are getting this message, and back then you had Pluto as the major arcana, right? The last judgment coming, and so you understand very clearly that the message is here. Then I want to see what your card is saying, and you get the Devil. And I was like, wow, that's intense, right? So we have the Queen of Pentacles and we have the major arcana. So the soul is seeing the attachment, is seeing that we are in a web, in a worldwide web. We're caught in it. And so the 15 is coming up. And so we have the 10 and the 15, that's the 25. And there's the 20 in it, right? There is Pluto in it, the last judgment, and the 5, which is the spiritual teacher that recognizes that. And so the 25 plus the 0, we get a 250. 250 is almost the cycle of Pluto spinning around the Sun. And so you understand, right, that this is clearly letting you know, well, Capricorn is letting you know you are gonna shift big time when this guest is in your house for 20 years. And so observe and connect with the Capricorn and ask them, how was it to have Pluto 15 years in your sign? 15 years, right? It's the major arcana. It's kind of a sign there. And so now 20 years in your sign, that's also, right? That's Pluto. That's the 20 in Pluto. And so then I wanted to see what is the Mother Peace Tarot saying, and the Devil came up again. I mean, I was like, oh my God, this is really crazy. Upright, where the Devil placed himself on top of the chain. And it's kind of like saying, well, this are able to observe one more time how intense right now we feel this month until Pluto is going finally into your sign. And so we have the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Devil and the Devil. So the 15 is the 30 and the 10 is the 40. 4 is, of course, Aries, right? The Emperor, and Emperor, they behave like this. And so we start to see that this is not something we want anymore, and it will change. We have just one more month a little longer, right? On the 19th of November, Pluto is finally going into your sign, but you see here the message is so strong and so clear. I mean, I've never seen this, never. And now comes the next crazy thing. Usually I ask the deck of Capricorn, right? What is Capricorn wanting to tell you? And I pulled one more card from the deck of Capricorn, which is the Wandering Star Tarot. And the Devil came up again. I mean, you cannot make this up. This is crazy. I've never seen anything like this. So you have 15, 15, 15. And then you have, of course, if we calculate the 15 together, we get a 6, right? And the 15 always is the 10, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 5, the Hierophant, the spiritual teacher that learns to understand the message. And so we have the 5 senses and the third eye, the 6th sense, right? Which liberates us from being cut off, from being in a state of consciousness that we choose, right? That we need to liberate our own self. So we get a 666, and usually they say that's the sign of the beast. It is not. It's the sign of a sacred geometrical form, and it's the hexagram. And the hexagram is the triangle facing down and the triangle facing up. And it's interlaced, and it's the masculine and the feminine uniting. Now here, with the 15, 15, 15, you have 45, plus the 10, you have 55. 2 times the 5. What does that mean? 2 times the 5 is become creative in the way you give this message out to the people. You need to contact a Capricorn. You need to connect with a Capricorn and see that you got 3 times the Devil and the Queen of Pentacles. Now maybe you have the Queen of Pentacles inside of you, because that's what comes before Aquarius is Capricorn. So maybe you already have quite the Queen of Pentacles as a court card and not the King of Swords, right? Have a look at the dates and see for yourself. But this is crazy. So you have the 55 and the 550. You getting a message, very strong, very clear, and really crazy, right? And so understand why I said what I said at the beginning. Then we look at the 2 kings, the masculine and the feminine king, and you get the Queen of Pentacles again. So here you have the Queen of Pentacles, right? Letting you know, hey, here it is Capricorn, right? As a court card, a specific date, right? That you can look down below in my description. And now you are getting again here the Queen of Pentacles in your deck, and she is the one that knows what to do with the money, right? And so it's almost like she's saying, well, watch your money, observe now your money. You're the 11th zodiac sign, so you have a portal in it. She's the 10th zodiac sign, and so we have 3 times the 1, or actually 5 times the 1, right? And we had a 55 on the position of the Uranus connection. Uranus, the revolution, the new way of looking at what actually right now Capricorn has done to us, right? Where Pluto in Capricorn has blinded us. And so here you have the Queen of Pentacles one more time. Then I wanted to see what is bringing the Mother Piece Tarot, and you got the Wheel of Fortune at a position. I'm just going to put these 2 down. You know that they are here. And we see here the Wheel of Fortune is bringing you Leo. And Leo is your opposite sign. Leo is going to give you the light for your full moon. Leo is important for you. Leo is the passion. And so Leo is saying 10 and 5 because it's the 5th zodiac sign. But as a major arcana, it's the number 8. So either the 10 and the 8 is actually then the 18. In your subconscious, you feel that there is a big shift happening. But you also feel the 10 and the 5. If we take the court card, right, the 5th zodiac sign, then you have the 15 again here. And it's like, okay, now you have 4 times the 6. So just understand, right, that there is a strong message for you, right? So that you see maybe you need to put in more passion, more aliveness into your life, because she is fertile. She is the one that multiplies the money. She is the career, and you have maybe here a new career in the way you are passionate about it. And I want to see what is bringing Leo. And Leo is bringing you the 6 of fire. And the 6 of fire, or the 6 of wands, is Jupiter, the wheel of fortune, in Leo. So the wheel of fortune with Leo above, right, which is the sign that is talking to you, brings you Jupiter in Leo. So this card is confirming this, that you have here Jupiter in Leo, the 6. Now you have 5 times the 6. And it's like, I've never seen anything like this. This message is so crazy, right? And so, yes, you have here the 10 and the 10. So you have a 20. That's Pluto. That's going to come into your sign, right? But you also have here the 8 or the 5, and you have here the 6. And so the 5 and the 6 is the 11, right? And the 8 and the 6 is the 14, and the 14 is temperance, right? That's Sagittarius. Find your middle way, find your middle path. Now, of course, I want to see what is actually here the Queen of Pentacles saying to you, and the 7 of Cups has come up, right? When I checked with the Wandering Star, you got the Devil again, and so now you have the 7 of Cups, and the 7 of Cups is always talking about you are a little bit, you need to be careful with the way you see this life, the way you see your emotions, right? So the 7 is the emotional intelligence, the 7 is connected with Cancer, the Chariot, the emotional intelligence to discern which of these cups is reality and which one is just wishful thinking, because this is connected with Venus in Scorpio, and Scorpio is next month, right? The reading is the Sun in Scorpio, but Venus is actually the Empress. Venus is the one that creates new energy. So watch what kind of energies are wanting to talk here to you, because if we calculate now the 10 and the 7 together, we get the 17. That's the star, right? The 17, the 8. The 8 with maybe the 8 of the Leo is an 8-8 portal, or the 8 and the 5, right? But for me, this is more the zodiac sign. So for me, this is more the 8. And so the 8-8 portal is here, and in that 8-8 portal you also see then here the 6, and the 6, remember, is Jupiter in Leo. Jupiter in Leo, it's like the confirmation that came here. And so understand that the signs are so strong, so clear, right? You have the 17 and then the 8, and the 8 and the 10 of the Wheel of Fortune is the 18, is the subconscious. And it's like, I just can go in so many directions, and I just gotta stop right now. Otherwise, it just continues. But you get the idea? I think you do. Now we're going to look at the star, and the star is bringing you the 7 of Pentacles, and that's Saturn in Taurus. And Saturn rules the devil, right? Saturn rules the devil. Saturn rules the devil. You got 3 times the devil and 2 times the Queen of Pentacles. And now you have Saturn in Taurus. And the 7 with the 7 cups is like, understand that these 7 pentacles are talking in the way you invest the money, in the way you have placed the money in a good way, in the natural way, not in a bank, right? So that's where the illusion is, that you think all these riches that you can buy, it's in the end the land, it's in the end the food that we should invest in. And so here the 7 of Pentacles is coming, and you need to understand that here the 8 and the 7 creates the 15 again. So you have 6 times the 15, or 6 times the 6, right? And that's crazy. 6 times 6 is literally saying you understand something in your third eye, you are awakening. And that's what actually the devil is saying. That's why she wears a mask, because the third eye is actually where we find the liberation. Then what comes from Libra is the 3 of Pentacles, and that's Mars in Capricorn. And Capricorn, we know, is the one that builds something, and this is the triangle facing up. So 7 and 3 are 10 Pentacles, and 10 Pentacles is the 10th zodiac sign, is the Queen of Pentacles, is the Queen of Pentacles, who knows what to do with the money, who knows that here you are getting a sign. The 10 and the 8 is the 18 in your subconscious. You need to know what to do with your money. You need to invest it wise. And when you invest it wise, you invest it into natural resources, natural products, and that's where the fight is, right? And so the 10 is here. Then I want to see what the Mother Peace Tarot is bringing, and I'm just going to put you down for a moment. I leave this one here. And the Mother Peace Tarot is bringing you the 2 of Swords to the right. And the 2 of Swords to the right are connected with the constellation Moon in Libra. And so Libra is giving you here a clear information. Come into equilibrium. Come into your equilibrium, because we see her here balancing on one foot, and the stork is showing her how to work the 2 of Swords, how to work with these 2 feathers, how to dance, right? How to stand on one foot. And so it's almost saying, yes, we have a 10, we have a 2, that's the 12, and that's Neptune. That's like letting go, because that's what you're gonna learn. You gotta let go, you gotta trust that whatever you have built financially will be still successful, but you gotta juggle mentally now with how actually the 7 of Pentacles are letting you always know it's the natural resources that we want to build something. It's how we interact with the natural resources, how we are making the money, right? How we invest the money, right? And she's looking at it. She is the one that's saying, yes, I know what I gotta do, right? She is looking at it. She knows what she's got to do. And so listen to her and know that here the 7/7 portal has come as well, right? And you're learning very clearly that we understand sometimes that it's so complex. This world is so complex, and we just need to trust nature. We just need to trust. And so the 8 and the 10, the 18 and the 2, the 20, Pluto. Pluto is coming and is going to change how you work with money, how you think, how you have to juggle, and that how you have to focus on the sun, because this is Apollo up here at the Taj Mahal, and Apollo, the sun god, the sun, a dwarf star, is guiding you and is bringing you into the equilibrium, is letting you know here through the equilibrium, through justice, through Libra, Moon in Libra. Maybe you want to look into the reading Moon in Libra and see what the message is there for you for this big change where Pluto is going to be in your sign for 20 years, and the 20 is appearing here. And I said at the beginning, I've never seen a reading like this where I had here this. I mean, this is crazy. But you have also 6 times the 6, remember? And here 2 times the 10. And so you understand 3 times the 10 with the 10 pentacles calculated together, right? And then the Wheel of Fortune pointing at Leo. That's your help. Leo is gonna bring you here, Jupiter in Leo, right? I mean, this was also so crazy that this was the confirmation, right? And so understand, it's like, this is amazing. This is really crazy. And so learn to work with this. Learn to see that next reading is big, is the transformation, is the change. On the 19th of November, Pluto is entering your house, and you are gonna shift and change and let go and be really in the hands of a planet that is gonna show you deeper aspects of you, but also how you then can shine a light onto others. So I hope I see you in the next reading, right? That's when we get the Sun in Scorpio and the transition of Pluto into your sign. Until then, I thank you so much for being with me. Namaste.